The work as an installation, there's three different bodies of work. There's the turtles, my wrapped grasses with hair, and then we also have the cedar spears. The title of my exhibition is Ominjimendaan, which is an Ojibwe word meaning he remembers it. The installation, when I started to conceptualize it, was I was wanting to address the idea of missing women, the reality of violence, and how to represent that within a sculptural form and within like an art installation. Within my work, I had created these three different series, some carved wooden spears, and then some wrapped grasses. And then I had also created this little family of turtles. So when I was bringing them together as an installation, I wanted to address the idea of memory and have the work be viewed and experienced as markers and signals, as actual searchers for people who are absent. So originally when I started to think about how I would create the work, I was thinking about the porcupine quill and how it is this natural sort of form of protection, and it being like a really sophisticated natural deterrent, like a protective shield. So I wanted to translate that into large-scale sculptural forms. Once I started to make the work, I began to realize they were taking on like a spear-like quality. They also sort of resembled teepee poles. And I thought this sort of expands on the idea of protection and also the idea of shelter. A word that came to mind when I was unpacking my spear forms and like holding the work, medicine. When I held them, I was like, these are a kind of medicine. And it also, there's like a kind of healing, a history of healing that I felt within the work. And perhaps it's my own experience and my own process of carving the work. Was it like an actual action of healing within myself? I was actually thinking about my mom and where she lives right now in Ontario. And there's these really beautiful little islands everywhere. And they sort of just like emerge from the water. And they're just like really, really beautiful. And the stone is like really smooth and black. They look like turtles, but they also come from an idea of the land and having like almost like a rebirth for me, like when I was making this little family of turtles. I guess lately I've been thinking a lot about memory and when I'm creating this installation and thinking about histories that are really difficult to address or to accept or acknowledge. There's a lot of things that are being hidden, a lot of like horrendous sort of things that have happened for First Nations women in the Lower Mainland. And I think that is something that I was wanting to portray through my work, but not sensationalized. I wanted the whole body of work to be really respectful, like a very calming sort of healing space. It's a little bit of a conundrum in trying to create this work, but also be respectful towards people in their own histories. There's an action and a process of remembering history, and that is like that first action of remembering or addressing realities is the first step in the process of healing.